Welcome back. So South Africa commemorates Youth Day every year on June the 16th, and it began in 1976 with the Soweto uprising that was led by school children who were greeted by police brutality, many of them shot and killed. Well, in commemoration of these events, June 16 has been declared Youth Day in South Africa, and as part of the Youth Day celebrations, or commemorations rather, we focus on some inspiring young people who are striving to make a difference in their own communities and also just bring some hope to society. For more on that, we are joined via Zoom by Skhanyi Mdlalose, who is the founder of Matric Upgrade School. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Mdlalose. Tell us a little bit about Matric Upgrade School, what it is and the work that you do.
Thank you for having me. Greeting to you and greeting to the viewers at home. Matric Upgrade is a school which was established in 2019, which is based in Soweto as well as in Durban. So basically, we started this school because there was a huge challenge faced by our young people, or maybe they did pass their matric, but not from this thing, which will allow them to go into higher education. And therefore, we saw it in need that let us come together and assist them, source different tutors who are good in different subjects, who that will assemble and put together to come and assist these learners. So we've been doing that job from 2019 up to now, and we have good results because now we have learners who are in different institutions around the country, naming Zulu, and one of our learners is currently studying at Spain in Joanna Carlos. So that is what the Matric is actually doing. On top of that, of assisting people improve their matric results, we also assist young people with career guidance and development, because some of the challenges that we face, particularly in rural areas, that young people are not given proper information as to what do they need to go for the courses that they actually want. So they end up enrolling for any course that is available at that particular time, only to find that when they graduated, they realize that the course that they wish to do is not exactly what they wanted. So that is what the Matric Upgrade is all about.
Yeah, really, really interesting work, particularly when you look at just, you know, the struggles that we have with retaining young people to make sure that they even make it to matric. And then there's the opportunities they're able to access once they have been able to pass matric. What do you need to continue your work? How many young people have you reached? And, you know, what's the goal here? What do you need to reach more young people, Skhanyi? Skhanyi, are you still there?
Yeah, obviously, everybody, particularly people in the country. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yeah. I was saying our goal here is very simple. You see, we want to make sure that each and every people, especially young people in the rural area, they do have access to quality education, you know. So that, because, you know, education, as we all know, that it is very important in our society. And we are very disturbed when we actually read some of the things. You know, there was a report that was released this year, February, by a reading panel 2020, which actually revealed that you have a problem in South Africa that, you know, learners who pass grade 1 to grade 2, majority of them can't read alphabet, you know, and learners who are in grade 4, this was said by that report, it was further said that learners who are at grade 4, you find that 82% of them, they can't read for a minute. So you have a problem of people who can't read at grade 4, who can't comprehend. So that is a huge problem with us. So it concerns us as Matric Upgrade. We try to make sure that those that have went and read grade 12 but did not pass well, we make sure that we assist them so that they don't give up and think as if now that they did not do well at grade 12, it is the end of their road. So we assist them, we assign the grade tutors to come together and assist them. So our vision is to make sure that in the upcoming years, Matric Upgrade is at the forefront of making sure that people have access to basic quality education as well as higher learning education.
Yeah, I think the study you're referring to is the Progress in International Reading Literacy Study, or PEARL study, and it was, you're right, heartbreaking to say the least, when it found that 80%, as you say, of grade 4 learners were struggling to read for understanding. there's organizations such as yourself, as Zenzele Matric Upgrade, that are then trying to improve the academic work that is done by young people. Such an important project. But I imagine that there needs to be other work that needs to be done at primary level, and even support for once the learners and students have come through your program. So I did ask this a little bit earlier, but what do you need to keep growing? And I think that's the important things, that the active citizens of South Africa are able to plug into the work that you're doing, Skhanyi.
Yeah, basically, you see, the challenge that we have at the moment is that we do not have our own facility operating. So what we do is we just rent a property from different people. And when you rent, you actually pay. So that is the challenge that we have, because when you pay rent, it's a challenge, because one of the things we wish is that we do this program without touching money from our students. But because of we don't have that assistance of having a building to work on, we end up now renting. So what will make sure that our program moves forward, and the assistance that maybe we can appreciate, is that of maybe getting a facility that will assist us to continue to do this job, so that we can even expand and not only assist those who are grade 12, we can also go back and assist those who are in grade 8, who are in grade 4, as the report says, through making sure that we have maybe the literacy competition, where we make sure that we improve the standard of teaching of our learners, and we make sure that we intervene in the job that is done by the department to make sure that our learners are able to study and comprehend from grade up to grade 12. So that kind of assistance, particularly, that is what I think we can maybe assist in our own system to run this project properly and make sure that it reach many people out there.
Well, give us a contact detail, even if it's an email address, for those that are able to help out and help you grow the work, the incredible work that you're doing, Skhanyi.
Yeah, our email is Zenzele Matric Upgrade. That is where they can reach us. The phone number they can use is 082 5049 717. That is where we can be.
Yeah. Pambili, Skhanyi, thank you so much for your work, and continue doing the incredible work that you do. You are the unsung heroes of our generation, absolutely, without a doubt. Skhanyi Mdlalose, they're the founder of Zenzele Matric Upgrade.